What's up, YouTube? This is Big Ray's Wrestling Show. I am the mark of the masses. I am the man with the plan. Big Ray here to stay to talk about wrestling of yesterday and today. And today we talk Raw 8/6, 2012. Let me start by saying that it is a 3-hour show. We're not going to have a lot of time to get in-depth in the matches, and this is where you guys come in. I want you guys to check out onewrestling.com. I want you guys to go to youtube.com/onewrestlingvideo, and I want to know what you guys think. Leave a comment, ladies and gentlemen. It is opinion-based only. There is no right or wrong in wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. I want to know what you guys think. We move on to Raw, and we see AJ Lee enters the ring, and she basically cuts a promo on the triple threat that is set for SummerSlam between CM Punk, John Cena, and The Big Show. Well, CM Punk comes in the ring, and CM Punk starts apologizing and saying, "I'm sorry. You know, you're right, AJ. And by the way, can you please cancel that triple threat match?" Well, that's not going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. And CM Punk gets a little upset. He says, "Well, I should be respected. I'm the WWE champion." Well, John Cena comes in and he says, "You can't see me." He doesn't say that, but he basically states that you need to earn respect as a WWE champion. You need to earn the WWE Universe's respect. Well, the Big Show starts coming down the aisle, and you think he's going to reap havoc all over the match, and AJ stops everything. She is in charge. I think she's doing a great job. I would like to know what you guys think. And she says, "CM Punk, you are going to have a match tonight, and the WWE Universe is going to choose between Rey Mysterio, between Kane, and between The Miz." Now, if you follow me at Big Ray Show on Twitter, you will see that I voted for Rey Mysterio, and guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It was Rey Mysterio versus CM Punk. We move on from there, and we see a video recap of when Brock Lesnar had basically broke Triple H's arm in the ring, and they were basically promoting the match that's basically coming up in SummerSlam. Well, maybe promoting the promo later on in the show. Anyway, we move on from there, and we actually see the match between CM Punk and Rey Mysterio. Very good match. Can't get in depth, but a lot of good spots, especially for Rey Mysterio. I think CM Punk did a great job. I think CM Punk was really strong in the match. And basically the match winds down where you see CM Punk attempting to go to sleep. Rey Mysterio breaks it up, hits him with the 619. You think the match is going to be over. He jumps off the top rope and takes a big bump as CM Punk puts his knees up and gets Rey Mysterio in the midsection. Rey Mysterio then is brought up into the go to sleep, and CM Punk goes over clean. 1, 2, 3. We move on to Alberto Del Rio on the backstage, parking a brand new Ferrari. And that was beautiful. But he's parking in the back. Now, let me get into this. We see a video vignette of Wade Barrett. Or video or promo video on Wade Barrett, and it's like a Fight Club situation, and he talks about getting back to his roots. Is he coming as a babyface? I mean, from what I saw, Twitter was really hot with Wade Barrett last night. I want to know what you guys think about Wade Barrett. What is the WWE planning to do with Wade Barrett? But it was very, very interesting to see, and it was very good to see Wade Barrett on WWE programming again. So we go on, and we see AJ basically, being sucked up to by Alberto Del Rio, but she basically, she walks away, and Alberto Del Rio kind of makes a little wisecrack about her being crazy or making crazy decisions, and she said, "What did you call me? Did you call me crazy?" Well, he is put in the match with Christian, and I was really surprised to see Christian didn't even have an intro. He was just standing in the ring. I mean, this is a former Intercontinental Champion, former World Champion. I mean, should he have stayed at TNA? I would like to know what you guys think. Do you think Christian should have stayed in TNA and maybe become a bigger star there in TNA? I mean, he was already a megastar. Everybody wants to work for the machine. But do you think he would be better off in TNA? Anyway, we move on from there, and we see a decent match between Christian. It was a short match. Basically, the match winds down where we see Christian on the top rope, and he's distracted by Ricardo, and and basically Alberto Del Rio takes his boot off. I don't know what it is with the WWE and the guys taking their shoes off and hitting other guys with it. I mean, this is so 1980s, but it's cool. It's cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. Alberto Del Rio takes off his boot, knocks Christian out, puts him in the arm breaker, puts him in the armbar, and that is the match. Christian taps out, and Alberto Del Rio goes over. So now we see Sheamus. And Sheamus is in the back, and Sheamus basically, says, "Well, fella, you left your keys in the car." And yeah, Sheamus decides to take that car for a spin around San Antonio. So we move on, and we see Randy Orton versus The Big Show. And it was a very good match. Pretty good bumps during the match. I would like to know what you guys think of the match. But they end up on the outside of the ring, and basically Big Show hits the he gets thrown into the steel ring post, and he comes back, and Randy Orton tries to hit him with the RKO, was unsuccessful. Excuse me. Big Show then hits him with the spear. and then they both get counted out. Now, Big Show, after the match is over, Big Show climbs in the ring, and Randy Orton, he tries to knock out Randy Orton, hit him with the big fist, but Randy Orton hits him with the RKO. Now, it's weird because I see Randy Orton looking really, really strong here. I would like to know what you guys think about Randy Orton, where he is going to fit in the WWE picture down the line, the WWE Championship picture. We move on. We now have Ryback in the ring. Ryback will face Tyler Rex and Kurt Hawkins. Now, really quickly, I want to know what you guys think. I like the fact that they're showing the little vignette with Ryback. I like Ryback as a wrestler. I like his look. You know, he is what he is. He's a brawler. He's a monster. But I like that they're explaining now why he's doing the whole feed me more chance, how he sees the WWE universe, as he sees the other wrestlers as food, and he wants to be fed. He wants to be feed me more. It's not just him in the ring beating somebody up saying stupid, stupid. I didn't really like that, but I really love that now they're starting to actually open up and they're starting to explain the character. And basically, let's just wind this down. Ryback basically dominates the match. It's basically a squash match against a really good tag team, and he hits Hawkins with the spinning, well, it's not spinning, but with like a wind up clothesline. It knocks his head off, basically, puts him in his finisher. He beats him 1, 2, 3. So basically now we move on. So now we have the primetime players in the ring, the primetime players versus Primo and Epico, and it was a pretty good tag team match. I'm glad that they're emphasizing again more on the tag teams, on the tag team title. I think eventually the primetime players will be the tag team champions, and it's going to be millions of dollars. But we're going to move on. We're going to see towards the end of the match, Kofi Kingston and R-Truth coming down the aisle. Kofi Kingston and R-Truth are distracting Darren Young while he's in the ring with Epico, and basically Darren Young had his back turned. Epico hits him with the boom, the backcracker. 1, 2, 3, they go over. We move on. We see Damien Sandow. Basically, a video recap of what happened between him and DX, and what happened when the Funkasaurus Brodus Clay goes in and tries to basically clown him or make fun of him, man. And Damien Sandow, again, one of my favorite characters in the WWE, one of my favorite in-ring performers. I think he's fantastic. I would like to know what you guys think. And he basically attacks Brodus Clay, and they go on to have a match this night, and Brodus Clay comes down and he starts dancing with the Funkadactyls. He starts doing the whole, and then gets attacked by my man, Damien Sandow. Damien Sandow chop blocks the leg, basically stomps on the knee, and Funkasaurus cannot have a match. He does not continue. I think Damien Sandow really, really looks good here. Now, I want to know, guys, what do you think the WWE should do? Do you think they should go with the Funkasaurus? Do you think they should go with the cartoon / monster? Or do you think they should go with the ring technician, the psychological master in Damien Sandow? I really like Damien Sandow. I like to know what you guys think. I think he's going to be a superstar, eventually a champion. So we move on. So basically, we have AJ in the backstage with Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan is basically sucking up to her. Everybody's sucking up to her, and he's basically stating to her that, you know, he's very happy. I think she made a great decision with having John Cena and him in the main event tonight. And she says, well, you also have a match at SummerSlam. It's not for the title. It's not going to be a fatal 4-way. It's between you and Kane. And he goes off with the no, and you have AJ, yes, and they go on and they have a no yes battle basically break out, and we move on and we go on to Eve versus Kelly Kelly, which was actually a pretty good Divas match. WWE not really having too many Divas matches on Raw recently, but Kelly Kelly basically, the match winds down with Kelly Kelly is basically in a reverse chin lock. She pushes Eve off. She goes into the rope, hits her with like a slow back flipping Hurricanrana, pins her, rolls her up. 1, 2, 3, and basically Eve goes over Kelly Kelly. We move on because we're gonna go on to a big segment of the show, and this is HBK coming down the ring, coming down the aisle in his hometown. So we have HBK in the ring. HBK finally comes down, and he wants to thank the WWE Universe. He wants to thank them for allowing him to be a part of the D-Generation X reunion, a part of World 1000. He's putting over Triple H, and all of a sudden Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman come down the aisle. And I'm going to tell you something. Paul Heyman, for me, is fantastic. Paul Heyman is the reason why this feud is so hot. And Paul Heyman is saying thank you. You know, we respect your opinion as an entertainer. But Brock Lesnar is not an entertainer. Brock Lesnar is a fighter, and he's going to fight Triple H. Well, HBK thinks that, and he feels that Triple H has changed. Triple H is not the same guy he was before. That Triple H will win this match. Well, Brock Lesnar takes offense. He takes the mic. And you think he's about to bring the pain until Triple H comes down the ring. And you think all hell's going to break loose. But Ring Psychology 101 says, Brock Lesnar backs off, smiles, and walks down the aisle. We move on. So we move on to the Y2J at ringside while Dolph Ziggler is fighting Alex Riley. Now, I'm going to talk more about Y2J and what he's basically doing, what I feel he's doing. Dolph Ziggler is actually, I think, going to be a superstar in the WWE. I think Dolph Ziggler has everything it takes, and what better person to put him in the ring with than who else? Y2J. Chris Jericho. They're both great on the mic. They're both fantastic in-ring performers, and I continue to see Y2J giving back, letting these young guys go over. I think it's fantastic. I would like to know what you guys think. Please give me your opinion. Leave me a comment here. But basically, in the match, during the match, Y2J stands on the announcer's table. He starts recording on his phone. He says he's going to tout it later on, but basically, it's a distraction. Dolph Ziggler gets rolled up for the 1, 2, 3. Yes, Alex Riley goes over Dolph Ziggler clean, and Dolph Ziggler loses it. And I think it's going to be a great match. I think this is going to be the match that helps make Dolph Ziggler. We move on and we see Kane versus The Miz. And Kane looked like a monster. Kane actually goes over The Miz. He basically puts him in a choke slam and takes him out. But I was happy to see Kane look strong, but at the same time, I had a video previously on my old YouTube account stating that you know, I was happy that they were putting over the Intercontinental Championship. This is one thing. I wasn't really happy at how they squashed The Miz. I don't think The Miz looked really good at all in this match, and I want to see where the WWE is going to go with this. I understand they have to build the main superstars. They have to build the World Heavyweight Championship or the WWE Championship, but I want to see a little more strength in the other major titles. This is my opinion, guys. I would like to know what you guys think. So we move on, and we see Sheamus, and he returns with Alberto Del Rio's car, and it is a disaster, covered in mud and twigs and all kinds of crap, and it was smoking, and it was pretty funny. Actually, one of the funnier moments of the night. Well, after the match, we see CM Punk come down the aisle, and he takes the heavyweight championship, the WWE championship, and he puts it in the face of John Cena, and he says, you know what? He's basically showing that he is the champ, that he is the real deal, that he is the one that should be respected. Well, the Big Show is running down the aisle, and John Cena, I guess, trying to protect CM Punk, pushes CM Punk out of the way, and John Cena starts going at it with the Big Show, and John Cena picks up the Big Show on an attitude adjustment, and CM Punk does it again. He takes John Cena out. The Big Show comes crashing down on John Cena. They end up outside the ring. All hell breaks loose. And then the Big Show goes over looking really strong as the Big Show ends up knocking out CM Punk. He ends up knocking out John Cena. And he stands there with the World Heavyweight Championship, the WWE Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, SummerSlam is going to be exciting. I am excited. Like I always say, ladies and gentlemen, I am a wrestling fan. This is opinion based only. I would do this for a living, but if I can't, I love doing this anyway because I love talking wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, find me again here at onewrestling.com or YouTube/OneWrestlingVideo. Again, this is Big Ray's Wrestling Show. See you next week, and look out for my TNA review.